Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome to my Etsy shop if you're visiting me there. I'm Joshua, if you don't know already. So I'm just doing like a brief short video today. I've had some people ask me about where I started my journey as an intuitive reader and kind of what my credibility is. And so I felt like it was important to make this video and just share with y'all where I started with my learning, and yeah, kind of show y'all some of the books and resources that I've used. So I am a sun and moon child. What does that mean? That means my sun sign is in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. And then my moon sign is in Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So those of you who do know a little bit about astrology, you probably already know, those are some very natural placements, very, very at-home placements for being an intuitive and instinctual kind of person. So, I have some natural abilities, sure, but your placements don't have to be like spot on, in order for you to do tarot or runes. It doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is. Anyone can do tarot, anyone can do the runes. It's about discipline, study, and getting in touch with your energy and with the energy of the universe. So I started with some books myself in the beginning and kind of deepening my understanding of the 4 elements. And then as I was doing that, I met this lovely shaman woman who I now call my shaman mother. And she studied 13 years in Peru. She's traveled all over the world. So she has a lot of experience. And I got to learn and kind of build a foundation with her. And then once she went back to her home state, because we live in different states. So once she left, I was like, well, I'm hungry for more. How do you deepen your understanding? How do you take things to the next level, right? So the rest of my journey and learning has just been self-taught. And so I know some people kind of wonder, what books or publications are the most credible? Because we all want the most credible and qualified sort of information that we can get. So I'm going to share with you just a few books here that I got that I really like. So in learning tarot, this is probably my favorite book that I have, The Complete Book of Tarot. And it's Llewellyn Publications, authors Anthony Lewis. So boom, boom, boom. I really like this book. It's good for beginners. It's good for intermediate level, advanced. So it really encompasses a lot of stuff in this book. And I personally would recommend, if you are looking to expand your spiritual practice, Llewellyn Publications has a lot of different resources and books and information and learning to offer. And I believe Llewellyn Publications is a credible source. So check them out. Check them out. And so that's where I've gotten a lot of my information. Also, for the runes, this is probably one of my favorite books right here by Lisa Preskel. And this doesn't just include information about the runes, it includes like a brief little history of the Nordic people and even how to use these in energy practice as well. And then also astrology. I love my astrology, and I truly believe if you're going to expand your knowledge as a tarot reader, then I believe a good, at least basic understanding of astrology is needed and is important to have. So this book right here, the only astrology book you'll ever need, is a really good book too that encompasses a lot of information, different levels. It's not just beginner stage. And I'm looking at some other books too with Llewellyn Publications, but this is one that I started with that has a lot of good information that explains not just the signs, but the planets and the planetary aspects as well. Now, of course, you don't have to get that deep. You don't have to be like an expert astrologer to do tarot readings or to do rune readings. But I would encourage, if you are looking to get into being a reader, or just, like I said, expanding your spirituality, then a good understanding of the science and art of astrology is important. So yeah, that's kind of how, you know, I'm self-taught here, is finding credible sources and good books. And you know what? I mean, you always have to take things, no matter what in life, we have to take things with a grain of salt. You know, there's even a couple of things in here that I've looked at and I've been kind of like, well, you know, I don't know if that quite resonates with me. And so ultimately it boils down to you putting things into practice and keeping a journal of things too. And I've kept like a journal or even a picture gallery on my phone where I'll take pictures, especially in my early study, of spreads that I did for myself. And then I would go back and I'd look back, you know, at what I asked and what the spread was and what cards showed up. And so then you can really, you know, put it into practice and see what experiences showed up for you, and then what the cards, what cards were there and what the guidance was. And so, you know, it's a very real way to look back at it. So that's just kind of some of my methods and some of the resources I've used. And, you know, big shout out and thank you to my shaman mother. I got lucky, you know, getting to learn from someone who has a lot of experience. And so that's where my foundation started. But yeah, it doesn't matter what your chart is or whatever. You can, if you want to explore this sort of spirituality, or even if you're just watching this, that's just to kind of see how I started and what my credentials are, then whoop, there you have it. But there, ooh, excuse me, choking here. But those are the resources and information I have to offer. I just kind of wanted to go over that with you because I know some of you asked. So boom, there it is. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me. It'll keep you updated that way. And also follow me on my Etsy shop. I am always doing just new things or creating new spreads and stuff through my Etsy shop there as well. So also I have an Instagram. So all that information is going to be below here. Thank you for watching, my lovely people. I will see you later, okay? Bye.